Hi, I'm launching a new series of videos on my YouTube channel where I show you underrated and unknown chess classics that I bet you've never seen before. You will enjoy these games and you will learn chess as usual on Pavel Martinov's YouTube channel. I welcome you here, and we will start with the classical game of Soviet Union grandmaster Viacheslav Ragozin. Without saying no more, let's go to the chess part. Ragozin played as white, and after e4 his opponent left to the classical Sicilian. And in this pretty well-known theoretical position, knight c3 is the main move, but he decided to play tricky line knight d2. This looks a bit weird because we're blocking the bishop, but it also has the ideas. After d6, sounds good, bishop d3, knight c6, our knight on d4 is hanging, so we decided to take, and castle. Bishop e7. That is the critical position of that line. So white needs to define the bishop on c1, other way he would be passive. That's why b3. And the idea that we are coming with the bishop to b2 and our knight is not on c3, is not blocking the way to that bishop. So black played castle, bishop b2. And here black played knight d7. The main move according to the database is e5, with the idea is to block the bishop b2 and put the black's bishop on e6. So it basically looks logical. This position is playable for both sides. So in the game black decided to play knight d7. I bet their idea was to play bishop f6 and destroy this magnificent bishop on b2. So white decided to prepare for that. They played f4. And in this position, according to the computer, the best line is knight c5. That leads to the pretty nice position. So we can play queen e2, and that's interesting. That's just interesting game would be. As well, I think that bishop a6 looks good. The idea is to trade the other bishop. In all type of this position, we are trying to avoid pair of bishops of white. The tactical trick is that if you will capture, I will play queen b6 with the attack to the bishop and attack to the king. So both ways, they are really good, but black decided to follow their plan, bishop f6. That is already a mistake. And here white starting their really hard attack. e5. Definitely we doesn't want to trade the bishops. It's not our goal. We want to unlock them and save them to attack the king side of the opponent. So after e5, d takes e5, knight e4. That is our idea. That is a strong move. So we made e4 square empty for that knight. We want to take on f6 by our knight and save our pair of bishops. And basically we sacrifice the pawn to unlock the lines and the diagonals. And here black made a final mistake. Honestly, the best move was bishop e7. Here I will show you one line that in my vision is really tricky and interesting. F takes e5, queen e5, trying to attack on e5. And here we have a nice knight f6. What a move. We are trying to unlock the black's king and using all our pieces create a final attack. So knight takes f6, g takes f6 looks too dangerous. So it's like a lot of we have. Even need to count bishop h7 in such lines. So knight takes f6, e takes f6, bishop c5, everything is forced. King h1, g6, rook f4. I believe that is a very dangerous position for black. Our pawn on f6 is dominating over this board. So in the game, returning back, black took on f4. That is losing immediately. After knight takes f6, knight takes f6, rook takes f4, our pieces are unstoppable here. In this position, black could try knight d5 in the game, but here we have a forced line. Bishop takes h7. And everything interesting starts after king takes h7. Just I will show you a magnificent variation. Queen h5 check, king g8, bishop takes g7. We're demolishing the king completely. The only one way is f5, because if king g7, then we can just check, king f6 and mate. So returning back, we need to play f5 as black. Rook goes g4. That is the idea. After queen h8 here, black can go king f7. And that gives nothing for white. The idea of rook g4, that basically I would like to go at least bishop f6 with a check. And after f takes g6, check. Here I have a rook f1. And that is the key move, because next step I'm taking on the fate with absolutely winning position. So knight d5 also Also gives white a victory after the knight d5, the even strongest move according to computer. Black played rook e8 in the game. The idea of this move that we want to play e5 and block the bishop here, but it's not works properly. It's a time to sacrifice. Rook takes f6, g takes f6, the only, queen g4 check. So if king goes to the corner, then queen goes h4. And basically we would to take on f6, h7, everything is under attack. The bishops are really perfect. So in the game, black decided to go king f8. So they really would like to escape via e7. That's why bishop e3, we need to cut this way. Rook e7, bishop takes h7. Now we just want to go queen g8 mate. See our bishops? They are really destroying. Queen b6 check, king h1, king e8. Black trying to use the last chance to escape with the king, but after rook d1, their dreams are over, and our next move is queen g8 mate. So it's a nice, cute classical game. I hope you enjoyed this and you learned the attacking technique. I'm launching this series and I hope you will like it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave the comment below the video how it was. Good luck in chess.